Hello, my name is Keegan Schmicker. I'm the Executive Director for the Tipton County Chamber of Commerce, and today is another exciting episode of the Tipton Experience. The Tipton Experience is a video series where we highlight the various businesses that make up our great community, and today we're stopping by REMAX Anew Realty for this month's Spotlight. So I'm joined now by Estelle Blue of REMAX Anew. Hey, that rhymes. Okay, moving on. Estelle, could you tell us a little bit about how long you've been practicing real estate here? And how about just a little bit more information about yourself? Came over the last year, you've taken Anew Realty to REMAX Anew Realty. Can you explain to us a little bit about why you decided to purchase the franchise from REMAX?
Well, I think one of the biggest things that I thought it was a need for me as a person is I felt like I had grown to open my own business, and then I had got to the point where I felt like there were so many tools out there, but I didn't have the time to go research them and find out what was best for us. One of the biggest driving forces was REMAX offers a lot of tools in my toolkit, so to speak, and they also offered me like the support. Like when I'm the only one here, they all come to me for answers, and I needed someone to talk to. So with REMAX, there's a lot of brokers that we have groups with that we can ask them, like, what do you do in your company? How's that work for you? So it gave me that backing that I felt like I needed for myself. But another key factor I felt like for Tipton, as Tipton grows, and I'm hoping it is, continue to do so, I feel like people are looking for what they know, and they don't know me, Kim Satong, when they come from Hamilton County, because a lot of them are coming from the South. In different areas. So I felt like I needed a brand that people could know and trust. So I felt like REMAX was one that stood out to me.
Have you seen any payoff or benefit from joining REMAX already in the first year?
I mean, I feel like we have. I feel like I know for a fact that we grew 33%, I believe is the number, in our last year numbers, and we only joined REMAX May 1st of last year. So we were up 33%. On our numbers for 2021. So I feel like that's a big sign that yes, something was right. I also feel like it gave me more confidence, and I feel like the agents are starting to grasp it and they're really enjoying it, and they have a lot of tools that they're using now that we've been in it for a year.
And this market has been building for 8 years, and even 8 years there was still some competition within this region, but then we fast forward today, it's pretty incredible. I think even 8 years ago, we couldn't have ever expected that we would be in this kind of market today. Any signs, I mean, even speculative signs that things are going to slow down? I mean, interest rates are starting to creep up, but we're really not seeing buyers slow down, are we?
No, I don't see it. I mean, I personally don't see it slowing down in our area. And in some of the programs that I've been to with REMAX and training, they talk about that United States is 70% on multiple offer situations. So I think the interest rates going up might slow it down a tick, but the real truth in my mind is everyone has to have a house to live in. But if with that much shortage, I don't see it happening, quickly.
Right.
I mean, people come to me and say, well, I want to list it, but am I okay to wait 3 months? I would think so. 3 months, yes, I think. Now, if you listed it before Christmas, you might have a little bit of time that people aren't really looking. But for the most part, I don't feel like it's something that I see it changing drastically within the next year.
Sure. What value does a realtor provide their clients after the offer is accepted?
You still have to navigate through the inspections. You still have to navigate through the appraisal process. Lots of times if there's something with the appraisal, you have to help with that if they call on you and ask questions. You work with the loan officer, the title company, to get all that, situated, their wires and stuff set up for them, their payoffs set up with the title company. It's an ongoing situation. You might help them with insurance if they need that, utilities getting turned off and on. You make sure they're on task to get that done. Final walkthroughs, I like to do a walkthrough the day of closing if possible, or the night before, just to make sure everything's the same way it was when we looked at it last. And then lots of times after that, you're still helping them in the end because, they might have a home warranty they need help with, or they need it for their tax purposes, their closing statement. So lots of times we still talk to you after the fact, and we hope to. We hope to have a relationship that will keep going with time, and that when you need us again, we're right there in your mind to come back to us.
Sure. So Kim, you and through your businesses over probably the last 2 decades, I would speculate, have been very philanthropic into the community. So specifically, I want to ask you about your passion in the schools. So I believe it's still true that you provide money toward the lunch account to make sure the kids don't have to go a day without getting a meal, and then also the scholarship. So what drives those two passions for you and makes you so willing to give back to the community in those ways?
The school lunch thing was kind of a no-brainer. I mean, I know I got called upon by someone at the school. Basically, they had a child that wasn't getting to eat lunch and had to eat the free meal every day. So they called upon us. So Shelly Powell, a good friend of mine, we got together and she wrote a letter. We sent it out to some of the different businesses around town and stuff, and just asked them to donate to the account they set up at the school for kids in need, basically. And then everyone just started donating money. So that child, he got his meals paid for the rest of the school year. And then I think they had enough in there for a lot. Every now and then they would call me and say, hey, we're kind of low. But now with COVID, I think everyone's getting it free, so it hasn't been an issue for a while for us. But that was one that someone just happened to call and say, hey, I know you like to do things, so this is something we need. So that's kind of how that started. The scholarship, I started out when I started Anew Realty in 2015. I wanted to give back to someone that necessarily didn't go to a four-year college. My kids both went to Tipton and they got scholarships, and I really appreciated that. Mm-hmm. But they were going to four-year colleges. Sure. And then I had some nieces and different things that went to a program for beauticians or, you know, a vocational, and they don't have anything. Like they don't get anything for those kind of things, it seemed. So I decided to start one that was geared towards a 2-year program or vocational, so that those people would feel like somebody was supporting them. Because I feel like at the end of the day, a four-year college is not for everybody. Sure. And just because you don't go to college doesn't mean that you're not going to be somebody or you're not going to do well for yourself. So I just wanted to give back to those people that I felt like could have used an extra push maybe, or extra hand. So that's why we kind of came up with it to do that. Of course, the foundation, I put them in control of all of it. So I do not pick the recipient. I just tell them it's $1,000 for each school, and they pick it. I'm hoping I have it done in a couple years so I don't have to do it. You know, it'll stay there when I'm long and gone. It'll still be there. So that's my goal. That's great. To help the people that, you know, are a lot like me. Sure. Four-year college wasn't for me. So I feel like that's helping give back to what I appreciated about things. So
there's other philanthropic activities that you guys contribute to, such as the Pork Festival and the 4-H Fairgrounds and the activities there. Why this ambition to reinvest into the community?
Well, I guess for me, and a lot of people in my office too, I mean, they help me do a lot of things. I couldn't do what I do without everyone in here. Absolutely. Helping drive that bus every day. But basically, I feel like this community has supported me. I mean, I can sell out of Tipton, and I do, but mostly I worked in Tipton County most of my life. Sure. So I feel like the county's given to me, so I give back to the things that have supported me, my life, my career. Mm-hmm. So 4-H Fair is also one that my kids are heavily involved in 4-H. So it makes sense that I would give back to that organization. Mm-hmm. The Pork Festival supports so many things, like organizations like the Lions Club, the Elks, the kids park cars to help raise money. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you go. They'll say, where are you from? Tipton County. Oh, is that the Pork Festival? So those organizations are things that I like to give back to, because I feel like they do help the community as a whole.
So I'm joined now by Sammy Holmgren. And Sammy, how long have you been practicing real estate?
I've been a licensed real estate agent since 2004.
So you were practicing real estate during the downturn of 2008, 2009?
Yes. Yep, it was a very interesting time to survive the crash of the real estate market, and then now to survive the historic low inventory.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So over the last 18 years, what has been your favorite thing about practicing real estate?
I really enjoy first-time home buyers. I like helping people achieve their dreams, whether it's buying or selling. I also enjoy the flexibility that real estate allows me. So I do have a daughter. It gives me the flexibility to be off with her when need be, but then also you make your own schedule and work a lot of evenings and weekends.
What was your favorite thing about working with Anew Realty, REMAX Anew Realty, and Kim Satong?
So I have known Kim for over 20 years. A little back history, she actually helped me become a realtor when I was ready to get my real estate license. She's who I reached out to. So what I love about being here is we're family. I mean, it was it was the right place to land when I made a transition, and it was kind of like coming home.
Sure.
So
Well, I appreciate you joining us for a little bit here.
thank you.
So I'm joined now by Brittany Merrill. And Brittany, how long have you been practicing real estate?
3 years this past March.
So not knowing any different, I was going to ask you what the current real estate market has been like.
I think it's been pretty volatile the entire time that I personally have been a real estate agent, but I think probably more so, I suppose, since after COVID. But I think I've probably been working in a market that's been low inventory almost the entire time that I have been a realtor. It's fast and furious, I guess, is the best way I would describe it. So never boring, which I mean, I personally like.
As the newest agent to REMAX Anew Realty, what encouraged you to land here at REMAX Anew Realty?
I like to be invested in my community, so I do like that Kim and everyone else here is involved in the community. They're all always supporting, something. It's always a good day because you always have people to bounce ideas off of, and which makes it nice, especially because you just always have something new. Every transaction is different, and so there's always something different, that I don't know. So it's constant education, and it's just nice to have several different voices, to speak to.
So you talk about education, and Kim earlier was talking to us about buying the REMAX franchise and how Anew Realty has experienced a growth in gross revenue. So have you seen as an agent the impact of the REMAX franchise on your own business or education?
Yes, I do think that there's a lot more education available to us. We have a lot more marketing options being REMAX agents. Yes, it has been reflective in how I do in my business, I feel like, yes.
Very good. Well, I appreciate your time sitting down with us for a little bit, and good luck in your future endeavors with REMAX Anew Realty.
Awesome. Thanks, Keegan.
Thank you for watching this month's episode of the Tipton Experience. Stay tuned when we highlight another business in Tipton County that contributes to our great community.